There are many examples of pupils' activities that do not satisfy all the criteria for full technology, but nevertheless they give the flavour, they motivate, they help develop science concepts in a relevant context. This is what we call partial technology.
The Science and Technology in Society project started in 1984, several years ago, and what we were really concerned with was finding applications that related closely to GCSE science topics. We were very aware that for the majority of students, the science was much more interesting if it was related to things that they were familiar with, their own lives. And there are so many areas in science that relate to people's everyday lives. You only just have to look for them. And we did that looking job and produced a really large number of units, each one trying to link a science topic in GCSE to some everyday application. We ended up producing 100 units, giving teachers a very wide range of choice so that they could look at their science syllabus and pick out from it the areas where SATIS units would be particularly useful. One example is the Ashton Island unit, and we're saying to the youngsters, imagine you're on a desert island in the Pacific, you're one of a group of scientists. The idea here is that one is looking at a very common syllabus area, which is how do we generate energy, particularly electricity.
So there's 20 of us on the island. How would you get about the weather of the island and the climate? How would you best use those to your advantages?
In the winter, I mean, you need the stream to create hydroelectric power. In the winter, I mean, the water would probably be more strong because it's been raining. So the current will be stronger and you'll be able to get more power.
Right. And how would you go about that? Creating electricity?
Turbine with
water turbines.
Powering a generator. Using the wind, probably for wind power.
There are all sorts of possibilities, but the students have to work them out for themselves. And while they're doing it, they are learning a lot about how electricity is generated and about energy sources.
The number of turns in the primary coil is 60. The number of turns in the secondary coil is 1,200.
What's the input voltage?
It's 1.
So then 2 is stepped up by 20, so the output voltage would be about 20, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
Right, you ready?
What are you putting in?
12 volts.
So we stepped it up 20 times, so we've got 240 volts going through the wire.
Yeah, so we best step back a bit. So then...
OK, ready? That was not so bright, is it?
No, well, you lose some electricity because of the resistance of the wire.
The approach we took in SATIS was to think of the science curriculum as a kind of backbone, if you like, a catena, and to look for points along that catena in which we could insert materials relating to the applications of science. And this led us to two important conclusions. One was that SATIS units have to link to syllabus topics, and the other was that they had to be short, because if you're in this business of inserting material into the curriculum, then it really does have to be fairly short and easy to use. Otherwise, quite honestly, teachers won't be prepared to use it. They feel they have to get through the syllabus, quite rightly, and they'll be reluctant to put it in. So we were looking for syllabus links, short units, and our evaluation of the project shows that that was right, because the most popular units are the ones with a strong link to the science syllabuses, the GCSE syllabuses, and the ones that can be quickly done in about a double period, 75 minutes of classroom time.
Got to get the slogan right.
Yeah, that is the main thing.
Do you think that slogan's funny? Do you want to die a flabby man?
No.
No.
I don't think so, sorry.
Smoke kills.
Smoking kills.
It should have been smoking.
Smoke.
Well, smoke kills. No, smoke kills, actually.
And then what we're going to put in the other one, smoking.
These pupils designing and making a poster are involved in partial technology. However, if they were able to evaluate the effects of their work, then this would be a good example of full technology.
Well, we started off by deciding what topic we were going to use. We thought we might do smoking, but then found out that everyone else was going to do it, so we'd try and be original. We've decided to use obesity because it's, well, not a lot of people know about it. it's sort of something that isn't really talked about a lot, so we decided to do that. Mark's just finishing off the drawing. We've decided on a slogan. I'm still not sure about that slogan, but I don't think we're going to get any better from it.
What you really want is something to stop people, well, not stop, but to put people off eating so much or anything.
What, to give them a reason?
Yeah, give them a reason, because that doesn't hold anything really, does it? It's got to have some threat, really, to what can happen. I mean, it does put people off, doesn't it?
If you were going to do the letters, you could make it so that they bulged out at the bottom, mimicking a waistline or something.
I think the drawing is good, and you want to concentrate. And the main part of the poster is the drawing.
Yeah.
And having how gross he is and how ugly and fat.
I suppose you'd need to go out if you put the poster up in a town or something and just stand by it, and if people have, just after they walk past, to ask them what they thought of it, if they'd looked at it.
Yeah.
Really, if the campaign works properly, then the hamburger places will be hit. And to try and get back the custom, they'll have to try and find a new campaign, which shows we're working and that people are taking notice of it.
Yeah, I suppose you're right in something like that, but then I don't know whether the hamburger places would even want to give you the results of the sales anyway. I think it would work like that. But I'm not sure about it.
Discussions where pupils are personally involved are particularly helpful, even if the pupils' ideas are not carried out or evaluated. These pupils are trying to save money for their school by suggesting ways of saving energy.
What else? Cut some radiators out. No, we need them. We ain't got very many radiators in the school anyway. Well, yeah, but we don't need radiators in the corridor, only in the classroom. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, if you lag the pipes, it'll make the radiators and stuff hotter as well.
Well, it won't make them hotter, it'll just keep the water going around warmer. So, well, it will be hotter, and it will save it having to reheat more. Yeah.
You could also have a cavity wall stuff around the edges of the walls so that all the heat doesn't go up through the walls as well as the windows and doors.
Yeah. Have you got anything else on that list?
We can insulate the sides of the doors as well, so the heat won't go out through the cracks of the doors.
Also, you could have double glazed windows for buildings facing north, because there's a lot of wind that comes down there. Heat loss again.
We save energy in the swimming pool. Keep the heat in. You can make it indoors.
Yeah.
And then you won't lose heat or anything to the air where you're keeping it in. Right, so that's the swimming pool.
Yeah, we could just heat it in the summer as well when we use it.
Or summer, summer would be the same, wouldn't it? I mean, you can make it like glass, and then it will absorb the heat like a greenhouse.
Yeah.
Right, so that's the swimming pool.
After group discussions, they report back to the whole class what they think are the best ideas.
Within our group, we have chosen installation in every building, double glazing in the main block, and children should be more careful about leaving doors and windows and lights on.